aboard, folks. Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to the 21st
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron!
and second to last episode of our Railroad Tycoon 2 Let's Play. Keyword second to last. I am calling it after the next episode because we're getting very close to the end. This is usually when time gets really quick. We're at the point now where we're trying to get as much money as we can here into our account, and hopefully nothing stupid happens along the way. It's going to come down to luck of the draw and just keeping our eyes peeled for any opportunities that might show up like that. I just started clicking stuff, and go figure, there's stuff that I don't own that's very profitable. Shame. Anyways. You know what buttons to hit, and like I said at the beginning of the last episode, stay tuned for any more fun stuff that might show up in this channel. Yeah, keep it locked to this space. We're going to be doing some more fun stuff. Maybe. Okay, we will. I'm just messing with you. Alright. So, I think at this point, we had a little bit of turbulence towards the end of the last episode, but that turbulence has since gone away. So we seem to be doing just fine. I guess at this point, the edict would be just to pay attention to any industries that might pop up. Specifically auto plants over here. We had one pop up outside of New Orleans last time out. So that has helped us out a lot. Otherwise, at this point, we're at the point now where keeping up with everything is extremely difficult because the map is just so cluttered with industries. Like, if you look at the very first episode, there was hardly anything here. Now, all of a sudden, we've got, like, tire facilities, aluminum mills, auto plants all over the dang place, and it's so hard to keep track of it. It's not even funny at this point. Excuse me. I will do my best, but I make no promises. I'm also kind of an irk that we can't use the oil, too. But anyways, we'll see what we can do here. But in the meantime, we'll do our best and go from there, alright? Alright, does that sound good? Alright. So let's see what we can do. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think for the next 3 years, is I'm going to upgrade the trains. After that, it becomes kind of a moot point. So I'll let the trains go at that point in time here. And I guess if they're over 40 years old, I can replace them. Like, there's a couple I see right off the bat, but don't worry, we've got better models. Chances are I'm going to replace some of the older ones and look to the 232s. Yeah. Like, if I were to place a couple of these with the 232s, these 50-year-old trains, not that one, you're on a breakdown, then that should do the trick. Yeah, I don't think... Because it's 2002, right? Yeah, we've got about 23 more years in this playthrough, so I have to plan this out a little bit. I guess if it's over 27 years, I could do it. So that'll be the first place I start towards. So I'm going to replace every single train over 27 years old. As many as I can, I should say. And then we'll go from there, I guess. So hold on for just a minute. Alright, so I stand corrected. I accidentally did, like, anything over the 40 for right now. It's fine. We'll come back to this. But in the meantime, there's one quick thing I want to do here. I would like to quickly electrify this track up to Salt Lake City here. There we go. I feel like we can do that. And then if we got the funds for it, which we don't. Okay, then I guess we have to start the game. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a minute to generate some funds here. Unfortunately, I had to issue some stock while I was upgrading my trains here, but so be it. There we go. That is now electrified. So now Salt Lake City has electrification. I got a direct route to Boise too. I wish we could do like a one on the north here, but it's a little difficult with the hills, although the electric trains do hills quite well, so that'll hopefully be kind of a thing we can do before the game ends, is electrify this northern route over here. Problem is, I think when the maglev trains come around, they don't handle that too well. The grades, that is. So therein lies that problem. But I tried to get everything at 40 years of age or older. And then there's that. Maybe we can see if we can get 500 trains too. That'd be a nice goal. See if we can hit 500. I don't know where I could send this to. I want to send it to somewhere, but we've got... I'm going by what I've bought already, and that's the problem. Well, aside from that, but that's a whole different story. Okay. I think I found our answer. Uh-oh, I forgot where I send it to. So I nearly pop off a swear word there. Oh, jeez. Oklahoma City. Game, can I be allowed to freaking do something here? Okay, hang on. Stop. Let me think here. I forgot where it was I was going to send it to. Oh. So much stuff's been crashing that apparently I'm completely thrown off. Nice. That's just brilliant. I don't think it was over here. Well, I think it was over here. Dallas-Fort Worth crossing to Des Moines. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Carry on. No, not that one. We don't need bullet trains for that. That's just insanity. I think this is fine. Yeah. I don't think it matters at this point because we got so many trains and so much production that it's not going to matter. I don't know what this is going to do. Maybe we'll send it to Houston. Alright. I know, we just sent it to there. Alright, you're going to get reloaded to Oklahoma City then, just so I don't get myself tripped up. Alright. Well, at least trains are using that northern line now. Okay, there we go. Now it's beginning to perk up a little bit. The auto plants that we were dealing with last time out. All right. Now when it comes to upgrading track, I don't really see too much more we can upgrade. I mean, there's bits and pieces of stuff, but so be it. I suppose we could upgrade a few corridors, but there's going to be very small upgrades in between. Like this one from Omaha to, I'm guessing, Kansas City. Small little upgrade there. Could upgrade this corridor over here. There's a lot of hills in that area, so probably not. We've already done this area. Alright, let's save up some money so we can upgrade this corridor. I think that's the best bet. We'll do this Pacific one if we can, but I'm not really concerned about it. Same with the bridges. Those are going to cost a lot of money anyways. I don't have time for that. I don't know. You know what? Let's do this one. Yeah, and then all of a sudden I find like a new one to upgrade. Yeah, cute. Alright. Let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? We got bald eagles yelling at us. Alright. Excuse me. That's what I was afraid of when I was going to do that. Of course. Alright. Everything's coming up smoothly here. I'll try to upgrade the industries the best I can, but that's only if I could see them, so it is what it is if I don't see it. Alright. There we go. We're doing great. So now let's go back to this. That's right here. This big boy. But the problem is our starting point is all the way here in Boise. So let's try it out. See how much of this 33 million we end up needing to spend. Not as much as I thought. The damage wasn't terrible. Alright, so we needed half of that. But at least now we've connected this. I don't know about this right here. This is complicated, to say the least. Alright, let's do that. That is complicated, to say the least, and I don't know how you deal with that. In a few years, we will have the maglev trains, not for nothing. Loom is off the boom. Oh, that's great. A second auto plant just opened up in MSP, but we can't get to it unless we create another line. And I think we've kind of overstretched our iron supply lines anyways, or maybe not. Have we overstretched our coal? Not entirely, so that can be done. This is one of those things where I just pick and choose my battles. And I guess we could do that. Alright. So let's see. There's a lot of iron from where? Here? Yeah. And I need a steel mill to camp on that's not being totally used, but it's still, you know. I'd prefer something close by. Detroit seems like a good stop. Okay. No. Oh, there's something you never would hear me say. Okay, just kidding, just kidding. Yeah. Maybe. Alright, this will work. And then we're from our coal hub. Knoxville's kind of our go-to spot for coal at this point. I think we've kind of made that abundantly clear. We can go to about nearby Grand Rapids, because they've got, well, Yeah, let's do St. Marie. That works. Now this is the trickiest part, the rubber. This is where all hell kind of breaks loose, and I think I see something. Aha, there you go. Chicago. MSP, okay. Oh, that's right. I didn't electrify that, so it kind of has to be that. Okay. They do demand autos over there. Okay. That works. Okay, we're doing great. Nope, never mind. Everything's crashing. Jeez. At this point, I'm going to try to save up as much money as we can here. Hold up. I thought this went away, and now all of a sudden it reemerges. I'm like, what the hell? Game, make up your mind what you want to do here. All right. Now we're going to go from Chicago to that in just a minute. Where is it? Okay. I don't know where to send it to. That's the issue. What on earth is going on here? We got a thing that's not even doing anything. What the heck? Oklahoma City Junction, by the way. Speaking of Oklahoma City Junction, we need cattle, grain, and cotton. Peoria. Okay, this train needs to do something. Because it's just standing there not doing anything. If you're not making me any money, I'm going to be very unhappy. There. Now make me some money, dang it. Bad train. Bad. You're just sitting there being lazy. I mean, granted, the industry that was there was vanished, but still, come on. You gotta make me some money here. Otherwise, I'm gonna be mad. Okay. I guess the thing to do now... Now, this is very difficult because there's not too much more we can do here, so I think the thing to do now... Buy that first. LOL. Capture those train robbers. Okay, that was the game, but still. I think the thing I want to do now... Let's see. 20, I mean, we got 20 years back. Let me get some money first. How about we start there? Let me build up some cash first. We'll start with that first and foremost. Because there is just so much we can do here. How about at the end of the game here, I do another one of my quick scans here. We'll add in a few more trains. If we could get ourselves to 500, that would be awesome. So let's go to the end of the year here. And never mind! The labor strike decided it's gonna get us. Oh, great. Well, we were doing fine, and then this labor strike's gonna kill us. Alright. Instead of getting more trains, we're gonna have to put that on hold for right now and see if there's anything else we could buy here that's doing us good. We know the drill with this. With labor strikes, there is no freaking buying stuff. You eat your pain and you move on at when it's done. I'm sorry to say, unfortunately, that is the truth. So I'm just going to poke through a couple things here. I'm not really seeing anything. See, this is wild how there's like this huge stretch of development from Hartford to Richmond to Norfolk, essentially. Huh, it's like real life. R imitates the game. That's cool. Funny, but cool. Alright, I'm going to spend my money on this, and then we're going to have to wait till this labor strike ends to really do anything major. It's a shame, but that's the way it goes, I'm afraid. As I'm looking around... Oh, I got bauxite mines over here, raw bauxite. I don't really see an aluminum mill to send it to. Again, we're kind of at a point now where keeping track of all of this becomes next to impossible, really. Even crazier, the game cities are going to start bleeding, or basically have been bleeding into each other. And it's just absolute madness at this point. Like, I'm going to do very limited buying, but that's really it at this juncture. There's not much I can do about it. Huh. Why am I not doing anything with that? Hold on. Alright, I'm going to do something. Hang on. We've got an idea for my next train here. I wasn't going to do it, but... I feel the need to do so. Alright, we'll do one to Guadalajara and then make it go to Mexico City. Yeah, sure. Oh dear. I'll send it to Mexico City. Send it to Tampico here. Hang on. Make it worth its while here. Okay, so there we go. Now we've added 3 new trains. That wasn't supposed to be part of the plan, but, well, so be it. Sometimes plans change, you know. Alright, I don't really see anything else that I don't think I can buy. Oh, geez. Gushing cash and I don't own it. Well, you know, you kind of got to do these things. Don't moo at me, bruh. Maybe I'll add one more from here. Not the Boise. I've got a better idea. I have a better idea. Watch what I'm about to do. There we go. A little bit of a crafty plan right there. I don't think there's really anything else I can do other than, you know, pray. Not entirely. Okay. Oh, yeah. I can buy that. Alright. I don't sense anything more to buy, so... This is going to be the extremely painful part, dealing with these labor strikes, so... All we can really do is hope for the best and move along. But I will buy both of those, obviously. Oh. The great thing is the industry's kind of act as kind of a shield to prevent us from really falling off the ledge. But even then, I fear it may not be enough, so we'll give it a shot. And we'll build one more train over here. We haven't really upgraded this line in the north here, but that's okay. Alright. Let's take our medicine and hope for the best, so I'm just going to let the game run. And I'll check on things, but... Oh, our trains are using that as a shortcut. I wasn't expecting that, but the AI is going to do what the AI wants to do, so... I guess we'll double the track there since it's going to cause some issues and move along. It makes sense considering how packed this area is, so... Okay, if you want to do that, AI, you are more than welcome to. Alright, will this work? Not entirely, no. Now it will, alright. I just wanted to do something with the bauxite that's over here. One more train and we actually get 500. Screw it, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna go for train number 500 here. Let's see what we can do. I see a lumber. Lumber paper combo? Not really. Aha, there we go. Alright. LaSalle. There it is. Alright, we did it! We got 500 trains! Hooray! 500! Wonder if the game crashes if you build too many. Oh god, I don't want to find out. Yeah, okay, Morgoth, see if that'll work. Yeah, okay, I'm sure it'll work just fine. Oh, that's one of our old Alcos. Alright, let's keep moving along here. Yeah, we are taking absolute lumps on the profitability front. I've noticed that. I'll hold off as long as I can here, but it's going to be very painful until this labor strike ends. We may lose a few trains, but so be it, if that's the case. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Yep, and there goes our profitability going flying off a cliff. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, that's wonderful. Nice spot to break down in. Jeez. Alright, that's finally on schedule. Nice. Try to buy up as many industries as I can here before the game economy, before the weight of this labor strike finally gets to me. We're going to do another train here. Hold on. It's like the one most reliable city you can go to is Chicago. And yet, here we are. Yep. And we're back. Okay. There we go. Okay, I still think this is the Triforce. It's still hiding in there, so... Hold up. It doesn't... It's the houses are jamming into the sugar farm. What in the hell is going on? This game is going bonkers. It's absolutely going off the rails. Speaking of which, now we're in the red for money. Oh, great! Yeah. Okay, we're in the black for money, although we're holding out just fine. As I was saying earlier, we're gonna kind of have to grin and bear it, and we're gonna have to wait till the beginning of the year to really do stuff. I'm gonna replace a couple trains here, but not too many here. It's gonna be kind of on a very limited basis, honestly, at this point. Especially if trains costing $500,000 per. It's a little bit iffy. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I would prefer to use the E111. If we can, but that's probably not going to be possible. I'll replace 2 more, and then that's as far as I'm going. I don't want to overdo it, because then we need to hit source some money here for as much as we can for later. Okay. That's as far as I'm going. Trying to keep up here. But once we pass the first months of the year, then we're screwed. Totally, you know what. Oh, boy. And we get robbed. Oh, that's great. Ah, cool. This game is just throwing curveball after curveball at us. Ah, gushing cash, but I can't own it. Oh, that's cool. And there it is, folks. The maglev has made an appearance. This is the game's fastest train at at a whopping 280 miles an hour if one car's filled up. That's some speed, y'all. Some speed. Too bad it can't go over hills, but that's some speed. Yeah, well, if the route is flat, we'll definitely do it, but like we're doing it with a labor strike right now. Let me remind everyone that there's a giant labor strike going on. We can't do anything. We're now 16 million in the hole. I could certainly buy some more, issue some stock and try and get this going, but... Hold on, are you carrying... You're not. That's wonderful. Cool. Yeah, we're down to 13 million in losses right now, and it's turning ugly. Oh, boy. Forget the Great Recession. How about the Great Labor Strike? That's how it started. People are striking over housing prices. Good Lord. Whoa! Now this is interesting, but I can't do a damn thing with it. Or can I? Nope. Hold on. 13 million. We would need... If this labor strike would end, that would help us out a lot. Hello, game. You're giving us... Never mind. I'll just shut up now. Oh, well, I'll just shut the hell up now. All right. The labor strike is over. Let's see if we can get out of this. It's going to take a little bit, but I think we can get out of this. Hold on. Okay. We're back in the green for profit. That's good. Let me issue some stock here. That should help us a little bit. Okay, so that gives us some daylight. Thank God. I'm going to upgrade that station. Going to buy that. So now we have the iron mill, but where do I send this to is the next question. Boston seems like a good spot. I'd like to help out the auto industry even more than I already am. So... how about we send it to... Oh my goodness, there's just stuff everywhere. It's just madness. It's madness, I tell you. Mad. Holy. Well, we can send it to Detroit. That'll work. Detroit through Columbus. Alright, we need at least 2 trains here. Now we'll send it back to Columbus. Sure, why not? Actually, if there is a shortage, we'll send them goods. All right. I've really got to start doing that from now on, more viciously. Vigorously is the word. Oopsies. Jeez. Halifax should work. Halifax through Montreal? All right. I think we've done this before, but here we are. Alright. So that's kind of the limited thing we're doing there. Otherwise, I think we're okay. Alright. See, we really need to get some money up in here, so I'm gonna hopefully the game gives us money. Alright, we have the money to replace trains now, so that's a good sign. But we're gonna have to wait another year here. Nope. Still no. Okay, we need daylight. That's what we need. Let's see what happens when we get to year's end. Alright, I'll stop there. Alright, we're good in the in the black. Alright, 11 million. Okay, so that helps. So, yep. Alright, well, I found our first thing we can spend money on. Sure, give me that. Alright, I'll take this too. Not you. I think we're just about good from what I can tell here. Okay. Take that. We have a new auto plant in Edmonton. Interesting. Problem is trying to get materials over there is going to be a doozy, especially with Prince Rupert and Vancouver being the nearest ports. Yeah, that would be a doozy trying to get it to there. Then we'd have to go through Vancouver, and that could cause an issue, so that's probably no bueno at this point. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ugh, I hate that. Alright. Alright, well, I think we're just about all set here from what I could tell, so I think next time we will get our final result here and see what we walk off with. So, thank y'all so much for watching. You know what buttons to hit, and I will see you as we are en route to the last stop. Peace out, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Don't bald eagle yell at me on the